Girlfriend. Lady wants me to take an STD test. Hiya, Bill. All right, right there, I think you're from England. Don't you guys say that over there? Hiya. So, by the way, I said Wales, England a year ago, a couple weeks back. They're separate countries. I never knew. I could never. Scotland, its own country. You never, because it's Great Britain. Ireland's fighting you. It's just fucking confusing, and they don't teach us that shit over there. So Scotland, Wales, England, 3 different countries. There you go. They all share the same island. And for some reason, they don't go to war with one another. Although I don't think they like each other. And from what I've heard, England, they're the cunts. Wales are allegedly having sex with sheep. And Scotland, I don't know. They're like they don't wear shirts, and they'll they'll headbutt you. No, headbutting is Australian. I don't know. You don't want to fuck around. You don't want to fuck around in any of those countries, according to the movies I've watched. Anyways, let's plow ahead here. So, Bill, I've been going out with this girl for almost 5 months, and everything has been great so far. We haven't had sex yet because she's a virgin. Like a virgin. The last couple of times we went out, she wanted to, but we were both drunk and would just fool around and go to sleep. I'm waiting until she is ready because I honestly do care about her. Ah, well, you're a nice fella. You're not putting any pressure on her. Taking out your fucking cock and balls there, being like, can you help me out over here or what? I mean, well, what are you here for if you're not going to... Well, it's been 6 weeks. You don't want to be that guy. But the other day, she dropped a bomb on me. She asked me to get tested for STDs before we had sex. All right, well, that makes sense. If you're going to get into a committed relationship, eventually you want to remove the latex so you can get the whole experience. You want to go on the whole ride. You don't want to stand next to the roller coaster watching it do the loop-de-loops, do you? You want to be on that fucker. Anyways, I have had sex with 7 different girls, and I always used to wear a condom, and I always scrub my dick after. Scrubbing your dick after, I don't think that works. Oh, wait, they tell you to do that, right? I don't know. If something got in you, it's already in you, just because you washed the area where... If you get bit by a rattlesnake and then you wash the cut, does the poison leave your bloodstream? Hi, I'm not a doctor, and I'm putting out weird fucking information. I should shut the fuck up. Anyway, so he washes his dick afterwards, but not his balls. I've been slapping up against it. She said that I could have an STD that doesn't affect guys, but it affects girls. She's talking about HPV. That's what she's saying. He goes, I said that's bullshit and told her I don't want to talk about it anymore. Jesus Christ. You were an enlightened man, and now you went into the caveman area. And you know what? I'm not judging you because we all do it. You were being patient. You weren't pressuring her. You were being a goddamn gentleman. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you took off your top hat and you beat her with the cane. Jesus, buddy, what'd you do that for? All right, he goes, I don't know what to do. He's like, I don't have an STD, but there's a little fucking voice in my head saying, well, maybe, should I say fuck it and do the test or not? Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Love you, love your show. All right, you know the deal, sir. Even if you wear a condom, there's a chance that you could have something. And HPV, for the most part, does not show up, I guess, in guys. For what they say, you don't really notice that you have it, but you can give it to women, and it causes them all kinds of problems, which I forget what it does to them, because it doesn't concern me, and I'm a selfish cunt. All right? So this is what I would do, sir. I would just go out. If you really give a shit, go out and get tested. You know what's great about getting tested is when it comes back and you got nothing, you can take those 7 people and clear them off the board. Like murder cases, if you ever watch The Wire, you get to erase them all off, and you don't have that caseload. All right, you can close those cases. They're not cold cases anymore. You understand what I'm saying? You've only had sex with 7 people. According to you, you always wore a condom, and you washed your fucking dick and your balls there. Well, not your balls, just your dick. All right? So I think you got a pretty good chance that you're all right. And if you're only 7 in, this is a great time to get tested, all right? Because then what's great is when it comes back and you're negative, you know what you are then? You're what's known as a red shirt virgin, okay? You're in your sophomore year, but you haven't taken any hits, if you know what I mean, All right? So then that makes you want to be even more careful. This is what. Why don't you do this? Just say, listen, I got emotional because I'm afraid that even though I've been careful, I am scared that, yeah, when you have sex with somebody, even when you wear a condom, you can still catch shit. So tell you what, why don't we both go down and get tested? We'll do it together as a couple. I apologize for acting like a caveman. Will you forgive me? And there you go. Then you both go out, you get tested, you take her out for a little fucking creme brulee or whatever the fuck they like to eat. And then you just sit there waiting. Here comes the river. And hoping the flop, you fucking win the hand. That's all I can tell you, sir. But you know what? Eventually you're going to have to fucking know one way or another. And you're only 7 in. This is a great time. Before you go down that road and you got 30, 40, 50 under your belt. And you're just, Jesus Christ, thinking all this shit that you did. And you're walking into that office with flop sweat. Okay? You don't want to do it. All right? I think it's a great thing to go out and get tested. And I think your girlfriend's 100% in the right for asking you to do it. I feel like your behavior afterwards was immature but understandable, and you need to make things right. All right? Go do your thing. Man up. Okay.